I told you, and I told you, and I told you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and especially you, you fuck. And I told you that John Cena was going to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank 2014. What's up, everybody? It's Grim, your YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Champion, coming to you today with my WWE Money in the Bank 2014 review. I nailed the fuck out of the predictions. What did I get? 1 wrong? 2 wrong, maybe? I don't even fucking remember, and I don't care, because I picked the important shit right. I told the world that John Cena was going to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank, and he did. I did it for the kids! I did it for you! I did it for you! Hi, kids! And whether you love him or you hate him, John Cena is your new champion. Now, I know a lot of people are pissed. They wanted to see Bray, they want to see Cesaro, they wanted to see Roman Reigns. And sure, I would have loved to have seen that too. Absolutely. I really wanted to see Bray, personally. I like Bray Wyatt a lot. But you know what? You gotta respect the match. Because the match was phenomenal. All the superstars in that matchup busted their asses to put on a show for you guys. And whether you loved it or you hated it and you liked who win or you didn't like who win, you gotta respect the hell out of the match because it was phenomenal. I just can't get over how good this pay-per-view was. But Grim, John Cena won! I fucking hate John Cena! Fuck you! John Cena's the best! I love that John Cena won! And then that's what happens. John Cena's the most polarizing son of a bitch in the WWE right now. Either everybody loves him or everybody fucking hates him. But you guys gotta understand, you need a big money match to sell the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, SummerSlam. That's where the WWE is going here. They're gonna take John Cena with the titles and put him against Brock Lesnar. So we just gotta deal with Cena being the champ until we have to deal with Brock Lesnar being the champ. And in the other epic encounter that night, the other Money in the Bank ladder match, Seth Rollins managed to grab the briefcase with the help of the Seaman Kane. Now, why the fuck was the Seaman Kane helping Rollins? Because he was doing this at the direction of the fucking authority. The authority of the big-nosed beaked bitch Triple H wanted Rollins to win the briefcase. So if that's the case, how come he didn't have fucking Rollins try cashing in on Cena when Kane was out there trying to help Orton win the match? There was a little bit of continuity flaws with this pay-per-view. They need to book this shit better. You know, give it some continuity, make it make sense a little bit, and then we can buy the fact that John Cena wins the title and Seth Rollins grabs the briefcase and Kane, you know, they were almost there. They were about 90% creatively here. But it flowed well and it came together well and they're telling a story. I like the story and I'm excited to see where it's going. I can't wait to watch Monday Night Raw tomorrow. And not only that, but there were some sick ass spots in this match. Rollins got suplexed off the top of a 15-foot high fucking ladder by Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose almost looked like he broke his neck and at one point was selling what could have been or could not have been a real shoulder injury. I think it was a work. I think it was part of the storyline. But speaking of shoulder injury, Bad News Barrett was nowhere to be found. They barely even acknowledged the fact that he was there. I think the commentators mentioned it at some point, but what a waste. I wanted to see Bad News Barrett at the pay-per-view, and he wasn't even there. I was really hoping that as, one of the faces was about to grab the briefcase, that it would have started rising up out of contention, and you would have heard Bad News Barrett, I'm afraid I got some bad news. That would have been some funny shit. Failed it there. In another match that I predicted correctly, Paige retained her Divas title against Naomi. Now, I said that Cameron was going to turn heel on Naomi, which didn't happen. But Cameron was being a cunt. She was totally pissed off and jealous and, through the entire match, but she didn't actually make that turn. But Paige's pushy power reigned supreme as she scored the pinfall on Naomi to retain her title. Which then brings me to what I think was the most exciting performance from Rusev to date. Rusev beat the living fuck out of Big E Langston, but not before Big E Langston beat the fuck out of Rusev. Big E got some really great moves in on Rusev, and at one point he even speared him through the ropes to the outside. Rusev hit the fucking ground, bashed the back of his head on the ground, and it was bleeding out of his mouth. the guy looks legit injured, and I hope he's okay. I hope he didn't suffer any type of internal injuries, you know, for a person as a human being. But what a brutal match. Two of the biggest, baddest, beefiest bastards in the WWE beating the living shit out of each other. I mean, how could you not enjoy a match of that caliber? It was fantastic. Rusev gets the win. It was awesome. And then we got to see Lana's ass and her tits and I mean, she wasn't naked, but you know, she looked good and that makes everybody happy. Curtis Axel debuted new wrestling attire tonight. So quick, everybody start tweeting at Mattel. Say, come on, fuckers, make me a new Curtis Axel figure in his updated attire. And we also need Stardust. Two of the competitors in this tag team match, which, you know, wasn't the best match of the card, but it was definitely good. I can't complain and say it was bad or anything like that. They put on a good match. Stardust, Cody Rhodes, I still call him Cody Rhodes, he pinned Ryback for the win. You know, Ryback and Curtis Axel dilly-dallied away in fear, and the fluttering fairies, Goldust and Stardust, pranced around the ring like the perverts that they are in their latex suits. And then Layla beat Summer Rae with Fandango as the special ref, and not a single fuck was given. Nobody fucking cared. And honestly, I was catching up on Twitter when the match was on, and I kind of feel bad disrespecting that match like that and everything, but nobody really cared. They put more build-up into that match than they do most mid-card feuds in the WWE, and still nobody gave a fuck. Did you give a fuck? Because I really didn't give a fuck. I sort of feel bad. Actually, you know what? No, I don't. I didn't give a fuck. And I also didn't get to predict that match because they didn't announce it until after I made my predictions video, which I posted on Thursday. You know, you can't put matches on pay-per-views, you know, at the last fucking second and expect people to care. So, failed it times 2 on that part. Now, a match I did predict wrong. The Usos retained the WWE Tag Team Championships against the Wyatts. I thought the Wyatts had this one in the fucking bag. I thought that the Usos had a great reign. Their time was up. Time to put the titles on the Wyatts. But apparently Grimm failed it. Okay, I shit the bed sometimes. I'm fucking human. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna get them wrong here and there. And, you know, sometimes they change their minds. Maybe they're gonna win the belts on Raw tomorrow. You can't win them all, man. I picked one wrong. And something else that you could all give me shit for being wrong about. Daniel Bryan did not announce his retirement. But you know what he did announce? He announced that he doesn't know when the fuck he's going to be able to return to the ring because his neck injury is not healing properly. He doesn't have the proper strength in his arms that he needs, and he might need another surgery. I'm telling you guys, this is not good for our favorite bearded guy, Daniel Bryan. I'm really worried about his career, and for some reason, I just have this terrible feeling that he's going to have to retire from this shit, like with what happened to Edge. This sucks. So that's what they did on the pre-show, but then out comes believe, telling Daniel Bryan that he needs to believe that he'll get better, and then Daniel Bryan called him a boner. Oh, wait a minute! And I'm almost forgetting about some more bullshit that they added to the card at the last second that nobody gives a fuck about. That's right, Adam Rose fought Damien Sandow. Now, the dipshit fucking flop Damien Sandow was dressed up like Paul Revere. And he comes out and starts spouting out some bullshit about Boston because that's where this pay-per-view was coming from. And then Adam Rose comes out with the whole entourage. Now, I like Adam Rose. I like the whole ooh, 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 hey. You know, I can get into that. And hey, Zack Ryder got to make the pay-per-view coming out in the bunny costume. Don't tell me you're not the bunny, Zack, because we all know you are. And, you know, they had a match which, I don't know, was kind of decent, I guess. You know, the crowd really didn't care. But you know what was funny as shit? Damien Sandow dressed as Paul Revere. You know, the British are coming, the British are coming. Know your history, kids. He goes, the elbow drop is coming, the elbow drop is coming. Now that was funny. And you know, Damien Sandow, what I like about his character is that they're literally, the WWE is literally giving him a steamy pile of shit, and he's taking that steamy pile of shit and making the best of it. And that's why he deserves better, because he really is fucking fantastic. Damien Sandow deserves a push in the WWE. Grimm said so. Now make it fucking happen. All in all, I think that the WWE Money in the Bank 2014 was a great pay-per-view. Wasn't the greatest one ever, but it was definitely entertaining, definitely held my interest, everything except that Layla and Summer Rae match that I couldn't give two shits about. I'm very curious to see where the Rollins briefcase angle is gonna go. You know, when's he gonna cash in? Is it gonna be soon, or is he gonna hold on to it for like 9 months like they sometimes do? You know, I'm really curious to see when Brock Lesnar's gonna return and challenge Cena for those titles. When are they gonna start building that up? What are they going to do with Battleground? I'm so excited to watch Raw tomorrow. I'm super pumped for it. And I hope you guys had as much fun watching the WWE pay-per-view as I did. Thank you guys for joining me here on my review of the pay-per-view. Don't forget to leave your comments and your thoughts on the pay-per-view in the comments below. I will read them. Thank you for watching, everybody. Please like this video, leave your comments, and subscribe for more. Oh! Nailed it.